Hello, my name is Carter Anderson, and I did my project on the Harakat-ul Mujahideen. The Harakat-ul Mujahideen is an international terrorist group as well as a religious terrorist group. Violent terrorist groups stem from political issues, national issues, religious issues, and ideological issues, but nothing like the Harakat-ul Mujahideen. One person's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter. This is one example of international terrorism because in Islam, or in India, these people believe that he's a freedom fighter, while we believe that they're terrorists. General breakdown of the terrorist group is they have 450 to 500 members. It means Holy Warriors Movement. And at first they're the Harakat-ul Mujahideen, and then they turned into the Harakat-ul Ansar. And then about 4 years later, they turned back into the Harakat-ul Mujahideen. This guy right here, Masood Azhar, was the leader of the Harakat-ul Mujahideen, but he changed it to the Jaish-e-Muhammad. After 9/11, 2001, the Harakat-ul Mujahideen was finally recognized as an FTO. Before that, President Bush did not recognize them as an FTO. Proof of connection to Osama bin Laden for the attacks was proof to make them a terrorist group. The overall goal of this terrorist group was the attempt to retain the Kashmiris from India, and to create a global Islamic state. Justice is served when you're serving your higher power, which is why they're trying to make global Islamic state. Training, they did ideological and militant training, which was funded by Osama bin Laden. They also had guerrilla missions and attacks on Indian civilians, troops, and officers. They kidnapped and killed innocent tourists, but their most prolific terrorist event was them hijacking Flight 1 IC-814. They held hostages for days for the return of their prisoner and once leader Masood Azhar. General Pervez Musharraf is the president of Pakistan. He was in a contradiction because he had to please his domestic inhabitants, while he also needed to limit the Islamic elements across the border. Pakistani Air Services intelligence fueled the combining of Harakat-ul Mujahideen and the Harakat-ul Jihad Islamic groups. Nuclear weapons was an issue during this time because both India and Pakistan had access to nuclear weapons, and both countries were war-stricken and fought over the Kashmiri ownership. That is all. Have a good day.